Hello, y'all. Now let's talk about some vocab from chapter 3. The first word is get around. Get around is the use of transportation. It's moving from place to place. For example, it's easy to get around New York. The subway system is great. Look at the subway system in New York. Many subway lines. It's easy to get around. Wherever. Wherever means in any place. For example, let's say my wife and I are driving down the highway and she sees a sign with many restaurants. And she says, Eric, where do you want to eat? And I say, Livia, I'm really hungry. I'll eat wherever. Wherever. In any place. Otherwise, in Portuguese, you say caso contrário. For example, you need to put on sunscreen. Otherwise, you'll get a sunburn. Otherwise. And this is sunscreen. Sunscreen is also called in English sunblock and sun protection. Pleasant. Pleasant is a synonym with nice. We often use pleasant with weather. For example, San Diego has a pleasant climate year-round. Pleasant. Nice. Bother. Bother is a synonym with annoy. In Portuguese, perturbar. For example, Mom, stop bothering me. I'll clean my room later. Bother. Retail. In Brazil, you say varejo. For example, retail sales are down 70% since the start of the coronavirus. Retail. Varejo. Claim. Claim is a verb. It's to say something is true. In Brazil, you say afirmar. For example, the people in Argentina claim their meat is the best. Claim. Discuss. Discuss is to talk deeply, profundamente, about a subject. Discuss is calm. Discuss is about information. Discuss is not discutir. Discuss and discutir are false cognates. Discuss is calm. For example, today in history class, the teacher discussed the Second World War. Discuss. Unless. Unless is a synonym with except if. In Brazil, a menos que. For example, unless a vaccine is discovered, coronavirus will continue. Be into. Be into is a synonym with like. For example, these guys are into punk music and culture. Be into. Slightly. Slightly is a synonym with a little. For example, in size, Brazil is slightly larger than the USA. Brazil is a little larger than the USA. Slightly. Tend. Tend is to frequently have specific behavior or characteristics. For example, Brazilians tend to eat rice and beans for lunch. Yes, they do. Brazilians love rice and beans. As well as. As well as is a synonym with in addition. For example, Maria is a good student as well as an athlete. As well as. A ferry. A ferry is a boat for transporting people or cars across rivers. This is a ferry. Going on. Going on is a synonym with happening or occurring. What's going on is a popular expression and is also the name of a famous song by Marvin Gaye. What's going on? Going on. Pricey. Pricey is a synonym with expensive. For example, look at the iPhones. The iPhones are very pricey, very expensive. Pricey. Afford. Afford is to have enough money to pay for. Afford in Portuguese is like bancar. End. Finish. Bye-bye, my friends. See you later.